Hello and welcome! Today we'll be setting up a basic third-person camera reset, as well as a bit of camera snapping a la Super Mario 64. First things first, we'll want to navigate into our input folder and create a new input action, which we'll be calling Input Action Camera Reset. Next, we'll want to register this input within our input mapping context, so navigate there and add it using the large plus sign. You can choose to make it whatever button you want. In my case, I've mapped it to the middle mouse button. Next, let's locate our third-person blueprint and begin scripting. We'll want to create a custom event, Camera Reset, and attached to that, we'll create a timeline. This is important. When connecting the camera reset function to the timeline, you'll want to make sure to connect it to the play from start node, or you'll find yourself having problems. Enter the timeline and create a float track. Make sure it's short, as this will dictate how long it takes for the camera to reset every time it's used. Create 2 points, one at 0 with a value of 0, and a second point at the end with a value of 1. Next, get the player controller, and using its output node, get the control rotation. After this, add a lerp and plug the timeline's float into the alpha. Lastly, get the capsule component and its world rotation, and plug that into the second input of the lerp. Click shortest path in order to always get the most efficient route for your camera. Go back to your player controller and set the control rotation. Plug the update function of the timeline and the alert value in, and now the logic is complete. All that's left now is to activate it. To do that, summon the cam reset action you made earlier and make its output activate the custom event. Before we compile and save, find your camera boom and enable camera lag. With that, you're done, but we can take this one step further. Navigate back to your input actions and create 2 more actions. One for snapping the camera left, and one for snapping the camera right. Add these to your input mapping as you did before. For this, you don't need a custom event. Just call upon the inputs and use them with controller yaw input. For the value, type in 36. This is the magic number that will rotate the camera around the player by 90 degrees. Use -36 for moving in the opposite direction. Compile, save, and what's this? You've ran into an error. Navigate back to your input mapping and go to your new inputs. Under the trigger functionality, select the press option. With that, you're done. If you found this tutorial helpful, please consider giving it a like and subscribing for more.